Most dog owners think trust is obvious. A wagging tail, a dog running to you when you call. But that's not real trust. Real trust is quiet, subtle, and most of the time, completely ignored. Right now, your dog might already be showing you that you are the most important person in their world through small moments you've probably dismissed as nothing. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful signs your dog trusts you more than anyone else, including one behavior at the end that, biologically, only happens when your dog sees you as their safest place on earth. And once you see it, you won't look at your dog the same way again. 1. The morning anchor. You wake up, and before you even reach for your phone, your dog is already there. Maybe they stretch right beside your bed. Front legs out, chest low, back legs up. It looks like a simple stretch. Routine. Nothing special. But it's not. This isn't just your dog waking up. It's not about loosening muscles. It's a greeting ritual. Behaviorists call this a greeting bow, a signal dogs use to transition from rest into connection. And here's what most owners never realize. Your dog didn't just wake up randomly. They woke up with you. Dogs naturally sync their sleep cycles with the person they trust most. So when they stretch the moment you open your eyes, it's not coincidence. It's timing, it's intention, it's attachment. And here's the part that makes this personal. If your dog does this for you, but not for everyone else in the house, that means something very specific. It means in their internal attachment hierarchy, you are the anchor, the one their day starts with, the one their nervous system is orienting around. So next time this happens, don't ignore it. Pause. Look at them. Say their name softly, because in that moment, your dog isn't just stretching. They're saying, "My world starts with you." And if your dog does this every morning, type 1 in the comments. I want to see how many people are actually their dog's anchor. And if you're starting to see your dog differently already, hit subscribe, because what we're about to uncover next goes even deeper. Because the next sign, it happens when you leave for just a few seconds and come back to find your dog in your exact spot. 2. The scent keeper. You stand up for a few seconds, maybe to grab water, maybe to check something, and when you come back, your dog is already there, curled up in your exact spot. Most people laugh it off. They think, "Oh, they're stealing my seat." But that's not what's happening. It's not about the spot, it's about your scent. To you, that seat is just warm. To your dog, it's information. Your body leaves behind a dense layer of scent, skin oils, hormones, subtle chemical signals tied to your emotional state. And your dog doesn't just smell that, they read it. Dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors. Humans have about 6 million. So when your dog presses into your seat, they're not being lazy. They're surrounding themselves with you. It's the closest thing to your presence without you actually being there. And here's the deeper layer most owners miss. This is a comfort-seeking behavior. Your dog is actively choosing your scent because it regulates their nervous system. It calms them, grounds them. That's not dominance. That's not habit. That's attachment. In fact, dogs with stronger emotional bonds are more likely to seek out their owner's scent when they're absent. So the more your dog does this, the more it tells you something simple but powerful. I feel safest when I'm surrounded by you. So next time you see them in your spot, don't rush to move them. Just pause for a second, because what you're looking at isn't a dog taking your place. It's a dog trying to stay close to you in the only way they can. And what happens next builds on this even further, because now it's not just your scent they're seeking, it's your physical presence. 3. The full weight lean. You're standing in the kitchen or just sitting on the couch. And out of nowhere, your dog walks over and leans their entire body into your leg. No barking, no asking for attention, just pressure. Most people think this is random, or maybe just a habit, but it's not. This isn't casual contact. This is physical trust. In the animal world, leaning is not neutral. When a dog places their full body weight against you, They're doing something very specific. They're giving up balance. They're giving up control. And that only happens when their nervous system feels completely safe. Because the moment they lean, they're relying on you to support them. Not just physically, emotionally. This kind of contact activates oxytocin, the same bonding hormone linked to trust and attachment, in both you and your dog. That's why it feels calming, grounding, almost automatic. But here's the part most owners never notice. Dogs don't do this with just anyone. They don't lean on strangers. They don't lean on people they're unsure about. They lean on the one they trust to hold them without asking. So when your dog presses into you like that, they're not just getting comfortable. They're saying something much deeper. I can let go here. And that's a level of trust you can't fake. Now, if you've ever felt your dog do this and just stand there for a second, you've already experienced it. Because what comes next takes this connection even further, from physical contact into something even more subtle, something that happens without touch at all. 4. The soft eyelock. Your dog looks at you. Not a quick glance, not scanning the room, but a slow, steady, relaxed gaze. Their eyes soften, maybe slightly squinted, no tension, no stiffness. And in that moment, everything feels quiet. Most people miss this completely because they assume eye contact is just looking. But in the animal world, eye contact is dangerous. A hard stare is a threat, a challenge. That's why unfamiliar dogs avoid direct eye contact. So when your dog chooses to look into your eyes like this, soft, calm, unguarded, that's not normal behavior. That's deep trust. And here's where the science gets even more powerful. Studies have shown that when a dog and their owner share this kind of relaxed eye contact, both brains release oxytocin, the same hormone seen between a mother and her baby. This isn't just connection. This is a biological bonding loop. That's why it feels different. That's why time slows down in that moment, because your dog isn't just seeing you. They're syncing with you. So here's something simple you can try tonight. When your dog is calm, don't reach for them immediately. Just look at them with soft eyes. Let them hold the gaze and watch what happens. If they stay, if they soften even more, you've just stepped into their trust zone. And if you've ever had that moment where your dog just looks at you and everything feels still, type 4 in the comments. Because that moment, that's not random. That's your dog choosing you. And if you want to understand more of these silent signals, hit subscribe. Because the last sign we're about to cover isn't just about connection. It's about vulnerability. Because what your dog does next, they would never do unless they trusted you completely. 5. The sacred rest. Your dog lies down next to you, and after a few seconds, they fall asleep. Maybe their body is pressed against your leg. Maybe their head is resting on you. Or even more subtle, they turn their back to you and drift off. Most people think this is just comfort, but it's not. This is the highest level of trust your dog can give, because sleep is not a casual state. In the wild, sleep is vulnerability. When a dog falls asleep, their awareness drops, their defenses shut down, their ability to react disappears, and no animal does that, next to something they don't fully trust. So, when your dog chooses to sleep touching you, they're making a decision at the deepest biological level. If anything happens, I trust you to keep me safe. But here's the part that almost no one notices. When your dog sleeps with their back turned to you, that's even more revealing, because they're not even watching you anymore. They've completely let go of the need to monitor their environment, which means one thing. Their nervous system has fully relaxed in your presence. No tension, no alertness, no second guessing, just trust. And that kind of trust isn't built in a day. It's built through hundreds of small moments. How you greet them, how you speak to them, how you respond when they're vulnerable. Until one day, they close their eyes next to you and choose you as the safest place in their world. So when you look at your dog, remember this. Trust isn't loud. It's built in quiet moments. The way they lean on you, look at you, or fall asleep beside you. It was never just a habit. It was always communication. Tonight, watch your dog closely. Which of these signs do they show you the most? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. And if this video helped you understand your dog on a deeper level, hit subscribe. Because every week, we break down the signals your dog has been sending you all along.